Meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Partly to mostly sunny today. High temperatures 30 to 35 and a south wind developing about 10 miles per hour. Partly to mostly clear in the mid-20s tonight with light winds. Light southwest winds Saturday, partly sunny. Chance of snow showers around 32 Saturday night. Then a blend of sun and clouds in the mid to upper 40s on Sunday. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. A longtime ally of Donald Trump and political strategist Roger Stone's been arrested and charged in the U.S. Mueller investigation. Venezuela's opposition leader Juan Guaido says he would look at an amnesty for President Nicolas Maduro if he gave up power. Russia is marking the 75th anniversary of the end of the siege of Leningrad, and France is gearing up for a weekend of yellow vest and anti-yellow vest protests.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kabila Jones. I'm so happy to be back. Been out for a couple of days. But anyway, ready to get this party started on Friday. My very special guest today is Miss Jazmin Selvy from Arkansas State University. She is representing the Black Student Association. Good morning, Miss Jazmin.
Good morning.
So thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, ma'am.
And so today we're going to be talking about something really exciting that's coming up.
Yes,
it is the 50th year anniversary of the Black Student Association. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I am very excited and I'm honored to be president during this historical time.
That's wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you give us some background details about BSA, when it was started, what were some of the goals and that these founding members had for the organization?
Alrighty, well, BSA is short for Black Student Association, of course, and it is the oldest minority organization on campus as it was founded in February of 1969.
Okay.
So the goal or the overall mission was to just foster unity and community within the minority community, specifically African American students.
All right. So have you been able to keep in contact or be in contact with any of the founding members or past members?
Yes, ma'am. So that's a very important part of BSA. You just want to keep in touch with them and let them know that BSA is still thriving on campus, and it's also to keep in touch with the people who paved the way for you to be here. And so we're constantly sending emails back and forth. I've met them at banquets, and they will be at the gala. So I'm very excited to see them. That's
very awesome. And do they provide mentorship for you all that are now leading the march?
Occasionally, we are actually working on that. I'm working to have closer relations with our Strong Turner alumni, and lots of BSA founders are involved in that. So,
all right, that's wonderful. And so, but this year you all are planning something big.
Yes,
you are planning a gala. So, tell us more about that. What can people expect, and how can the community support you in this event?
Right, so the gala will be February 23rd, 2019 at 7 p.m. It will be in Centennial Hall on the third floor of the Student Union at Arkansas State. So what we'll be doing at the gala, it'll be a program, of course, but it'll just be a program of commemorating the founders, people who really paved the way for us to be here and for us to thrive on campus. It'll just to be for us celebrating how we've overcome the adversities of being a minority student pursuing a higher education. So I'm really excited. I can't wait.
All right, I want to hear some more details. We want to say good morning to Mr. Adrian Everett. He says, hey, Ms. Kabila Jazmin.
Good morning.
And good morning to Mr. Alexis Scott, thank you so much for tuning in. And to everyone else out there that is watching and listening, you can drop some comments on our Facebook Live feed, or if you want to call the studio, 870-277-1080. All right, so with this year being the 50th year, I know you have a lot of special things planned. Of course, we can't give away all the details from the gala because we want people to come out and support and enjoy the festivities. But what are some of the things that you can tell us that people can expect?
Well, what people can expect is for everyone to be dressed to impress, most definitely.
All right.
Yes, come in your Met Gala suit, you know what I'm saying. Well, also, they can expect food.
Okay.
So when you buy your ticket, that will be a guaranteed plate and a seat. You can just expect lots of people dressed up. We'll have a DJ, so you can expect a dance floor. You can expect to meet people and just overall have a good time.
All right. And do you have an overall theme for this year?
I can't really give that away.
Can't give that away. Okay.
That's a surprise.
I want to say good morning to Kanisha Scott. She says good morning, Jazmin.
Good morning, Mother. That's my mom.
She's a represent Madam President. And so let's talk about how much the tickets are, and is it per seat, can people purchase per table, and all that good stuff.
Okay, so for people in the community, it will be $50.
Okay.
For faculty members, it will be $35. And for students, it will be $7.
That's a great deal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And just so people know, the money that you raise goes back into your organization for continuing education, for seminars, for trips, maybe to invite a special speaker to this campus of Arkansas State University. So tell us a little bit more about some of the other activities that BSA has been involved in. I know 2019 just started, so let's go back to 2018. What are some of the great things that you all have done over the course of the year?
Right, so what we try to do is we just try to touch on different issues within our African American community, and we try to address those so that our members can be educated, because I think one of the main problems in our minority community is that we are very uneducated on issues that actually affect us. And so something that we did probably the second month of school, we did a healthy college living forum, and that's where she was talking about if you would like to start being healthy in college, like it starts now, and the habits that you set can set the standard for the rest of your life. And she was talking about different environmental factors within the African American community that can contribute to your health, the cultural factors that can contribute to your health, and she touched on every little thing. I think that was really helpful. Something else that we did was we did a State 101.
Okay.
And so that was specifically targeting freshman students.
Okay.
And what we did was we went through every organization on campus that they could join. We even highlighted key faculty members that they could be mentored by, they could be close to help them and guide them through their college experience. My favorite thing that we did last semester was the State of the Black Union.
Okay. Oh, tell us more about that.
Yes, ma'am. So we had a panel of faculty and staff members and students also, and we asked a series of questions, and we just had them elaborate on them. Some of the questions were, how can we be more unified? Another question was, how can we improve the relationships among minority students? The best question was, like, how do you succeed? And I remember the best answer that we got, it came from Dr. Sharice Jones Branch.
Shout out.
Yes, ma'am. She talked about how you don't wait anyone to make you a seat at the table, you make it yourself. Yes, and that made yes, me too. And that made all the difference in the world. And then Dr. Guy Walls was one of the first Black faculty members at A-State, and she was telling us her experience, and I really appreciated how she paved the way for us to be sitting in that room, for us to be able to thrive as we want, for us to be able to succeed at Arkansas State University as a minority student. That means a lot.
Yes, ma'am. It sounds like you all had a lot of great things going on. And these are things, and I can't say they weren't around when I was in school, which was way long time ago. But these types of events are very helpful to foster that unity, to foster that sense of belonging for students. A lot of these students are coming from areas where there maybe wasn't a lot of diversity, especially because there's more than just black and white students. You have students from different parts of Asia and Europe and Africa and wherever else they come from. So now there's this big melting pot of ethnicities, and so it may be the first time someone has ever been exposed to someone that's that different from them. So I'm happy that you all are having these kinds of talks and activities to bring people together. It's okay to feel how you feel. Yes, let's talk through it and let's work through it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I know the year is just starting, but what are some other things you have planned for this year similar to those activities? Are you going to do the same things again, maybe different format, or something totally new?
Right, so February actually is just a very exciting month in general. Arkansas State as a whole, we have a whole Black History Month calendar planned, and I am super excited for that. The first thing that we'll be doing on February 4th in the Union, we'll be celebrating BSA's 50th birthday. And we're going to have cake and punch for anybody to just help us celebrate and come join the celebration. On February 13th, we're going to be having a living history museum where we highlight Arkansas hidden figures, where we highlight hidden figures in the history of Arkansas State University.
I saw pictures and videos from last year.
Yes, ma'am.
It was, I don't know, I'm sure being there in person was so much better, but just seeing it still in video, it was like amazing. Everyone was in character, in costume, and they played their role to perfection.
Yes, ma'am. And this year, we're going to actually have monologues that we start when people walk up to us. So, yes, ma'am. That's going to be great.
So, what role will you be playing this year?
Ooh, I will be playing the Miss Daisy Bates.
Oh, my goodness. So, of course, we're going to hear you sing.
Will you?
Okay. You have to go and see and find out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, about how many individuals will you have? I don't know. Again, I've never been to the student union, so I don't know how big the space and what it allows for. But about how many people will you have?
In the Living History Museum? Ooh, I will say probably 20.
Okay.
20 to 25 at the most.
Okay, so will these individuals commit to a chunk of time, or will it just be all throughout the day? How will it work?
Yes, ma'am. So it'll be on February 13th in Centennial Hall on the 3rd floor, and it'll be from 11 to 2.
Okay.
And then from 5 to 7 p.m.
Okay. All right, so everyone has an opportunity. If you're in between class, slip in, go to Centennial Hall.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to probably be at the cafe anyway if you're on campus. So
yes, ma'am, in the Union, for sure.
So just go on up to Centennial Hall and check out the Living Museum. But don't forget, February 4th, Cake and Punch to help celebrate the 50 years of going strong on the campus of Arkansas State University. All right, so what are some of the things you can tell us about in February?
Oh, so another important and exciting part of February is our BSA week. Okay. Our BSA week is annual, and the theme is My Black Is. And so we have a series of different words that we use for each day, and we have events that correspond with these words. And we are super excited about these. So,
alrighty. Well, I want to talk to you about that when we get done. I wrote a poem. I write poetry. Okay. And I wrote a poem many years ago, and that was the title of my poem. So we'll talk about it more a little bit after. We have some more comments on Facebook. Miss Alexis Scott says, "How can you join BSA?" So, are you taking advocate? I mean, I don't know how does the process work. First of all,
so usually what happens is. So you all know about the community fair that takes place on the Heritage Lawn Plaza at A-State. And so we have applications there. You know, you put your name, your classification, your shirt size, your email, and things like that, and your major also.
Okay.
And so what we do is we contact you, so then when we have our membership drive, you can pay for your membership dues, which are $20.
Okay.
And $20, it includes a shirt that you get for the organization, and it also makes every event that we have at no charge to you.
Okay, so can people sign up all throughout the year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and
Sure.
where's your office? Where can they find you? Because I called around campus and I got sent to a lot of people. So where can someone call and find you?
Well, of course, you can call me at my cell phone number.
Okay.
You can also email me, and that's at jasmin.selvy@sml.astate.edu.
Let me put that in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so one more time.
It's jasmin.selvy@sml.astate.edu. And you can always contact me. I have my email on my phone, so I will always see it, and it's always accessible to me. Another way is our office is honestly really tricky to find.
Okay.
It's on the second floor of the union.
Okay.
So if you were going to student conduct, if you're going to the leadership center, you'll see the sign, and you would hit the left, and you would go down. Will be the third office on the left.
Okay.
And it's office number 2039.
2039.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so just in case anyone calls us or asks us for information,
Yes.
I want to say good morning also to, go back up to Pat Scott, who gives you a bunch
That's
of
my
hearts.
grandma. Good morning.
All right, and so I want to thank everyone for joining in the conversation and sharing their information. Please share this video. Go out and support BSA, not just this year, but every year, every event they host. I encourage the students in the community to get involved because they're providing wonderful services to try to help connect minority students. Well, not just the minority students. First of all, you're having the minority students find a place and a space to be comfortable with being who they are. But from what I gather, you're also trying to help others on the outside understand who you are as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And understand that first your students,
Yes.
you all have to share the same space on campus, go to some of the same classes and whatnot. We need to find a way to get along and
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
get along.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so tell us some more about, okay, once someone becomes a member of BSA, what can they expect, once they get in? It's not about fun and games all the time. There's some work behind the scenes that have to go on. So tell us about the logistics and some of the work that goes on.
Right, so you become a member. We have our general body meetings. They're usually once or twice a month. It just falls on the 2-week mark.
Okay.
And so what you can expect is to come to the general body meetings. You can come to the general body meetings to have a good time and be educated on an issue that either affects you or someone that you know.
Okay.
Also, we have our committee members. So we have a fundraising committee, a special events committee, and so from our coordinators or on the executive board.
Okay.
And so they're the ones that have them do the work. For instance, our special events committee will meet the morning of the gala to set up and decorate and make it look nice and things. So they can expect that. They can also just expect a real personable experience. I know that I'm very personable and I love people. And so I'm always talking to our members and hanging out with them and getting to know them because I think that's the most important thing you can do.
Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. And can you please state what is involved in the membership fee for those that may have missed it before? We want to make sure everyone gets the information.
Okay.
Some people pop in later.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. So what's involved in the membership fee is $20.
Okay.
And what's included is you get a t-shirt for the organization, and then every event that BSA has, every event costs money, of course.
Yes.
But when you pay that $20, that makes all of those events at no charge to you.
Okay. All right. So
And it's a one-time fee for the whole year.
one time. All right. So,
Yes,
Ms.
ma'am.
Alexis, I hope that you consider joining BSA and getting involved on campus, on the campus of Arkansas State University. Once again, okay, Kanisha says BSA president. Okay, she left your email address. So those of you who may want to get in touch with Ms. Jazmin, her email is listed in the Facebook Live feed, so please email her and she'll get you more information on how you can join BSA or just be a part. Now, aside from being a member, say someone is either not in school, just a community member, can they support you volunteer-wise?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So it is no issue for someone who's a part of the community at large to come and sit in our meetings. It's not a problem for them to even give suggestions, criticisms on how we can be better. I honestly appreciate that. Because you don't have to take a part in it because you're not a student, but I appreciate the extra effort and the concern for BSA as a whole.
Okay. So going forward, 2019, what have you added goals to your list of things you want to achieve? Maybe just to continue to grow or sustain or grow the organization as it is.
Well, yes, ma'am. I want to better equip our students, especially our students that graduate. Okay. And so what we have planned for the spring semester, another thing is we're doing a life after college, because I know a lot of times we have degrees, but we necessarily don't get a job in that field, and that could be due to maybe us not knowing how to speak in interviews, maybe us not making ourselves look good on paper and things of that nature. So we'll have someone from Toastmasters, if you all are familiar with that, and someone from Career Services to come speak to us about how we can overcome that and just put ourselves out there in the workforce, in the professional world after college. So.
Okay. All right. I'm currently working on my MA in Communications.
Really?
With an emphasis in education. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do
Yes,
once
ma'am.
I get that degree. All right, so I can't thank you enough for being here with me and share this wonderful information. So again, as we get ready to wrap up, let's go back over the gala details.
Right. Alrighty, so for students, it will be $7. For faculty members, it will be $35. And for community members, it will be $50.
Right.
And you can reach out to me on my email, and I will send you an invitation. On the invitation, you can pay an RSVP. You have to RSVP by February the 16th.
Okay. All right. Again, this is February 23rd. And tell us again the location.
The location will be in Centennial Hall, and that's located on the 3rd floor of the Student Union on campus.
All right. And as Ms. Jazmin said, come dressed to impress.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Hey, Miss Alexis. Okay. All right. I hope we answered everyone's questions on today. Thank you so much for the feedback. Alexis, Kanisha, Aiden, they may have their own little conversation going on. So thank you, everybody out there who's listening, watching, and supporting. Please support BSA in their efforts to, foster unity among the minority students, mainly African American students on campus. If you have any advice for them, want to be a mentor, just anything, reach out to Ms. Jazmin, and I'm sure she'll be welcome to receive in a positive way. You have something positive. So any final words, any shout outs in this last minute?
I would love to shout out to my executive board and my members, to just all of my people that are involved with BSA. It'll be Adrian, my aunt Alexis, just people that have been supporting me, because it hasn't been easy, but it's been so worth it. Just all the people that I've come in contact with, the experiences that I've had, I know that they will be vital to what I would love to do in the future. And I just want to thank everyone for being involved and staying involved with BSA.
All right, well, thank you so very much for that. Today is going to be an abbreviated show, so please enjoy the mixes right after the announcements. I want to thank everyone for supporting KLK. And one more announcement. Tomorrow will be the first Teen Talk Jonesboro show. I will have a group of teenagers between the ages of 12 and 18 talking about issues that are relevant to them, starting at 12 p.m. So tune in to support the kids. I'm trying to give them a space to voice their concerns. They want to be heard too. So I thank you for supporting KLK. Have a great and blessed day.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place.